Well, good morning. Welcome to day number 3 of my trip to the USA for the George Kambosos, Maxi Hughes fight here in Shawnee, Oklahoma, and the Errol, Spence, Terrence, Crawford fight in Las Vegas, Nevada. Another big day ahead. I'm about to get a little bit of breakfast and no guesses to know where, of course. IHOP next door, and then off to the press conference. Weigh-in, I should say. The press conference was yesterday, so the weigh-in today, and then we're down to business. Tomorrow is of course, the fight at the Fire Lake Arena here in Shawnee, and so another big day planned. So stay with us. Great to have you along. Let's get some breakfast, and then let's get into the day.
At 9 p.m. Central Time, so do the math. We're in Shawnee, Oklahoma, Central Time, 5:15 on ESPN Plus, 9 o'clock on ESPN. This is boxing, this is Top Rank, we got a huge card. Weighing in on our main event, 12 rounds. This is an IBF lightweight eliminator. Again, 12 rounds, IBF lightweight eliminator. Doncaster, England, Maxi. Maximus Hughes. And from Sydney, Australia,
that's the weigh-in all done, and now we're on to the fights. As you would have seen there, it was great to see the rules meeting and the gloves, with the boys trying on the gloves. Still very amicable between the two teams, which is good. A little bit of talk on stage, but that's probably about the norm, I suppose. Emotions run a little bit more freely after, when you're at a crowd, geeing you up and all that sort of stuff. But both boys look in really good condition. And looking forward to a really good night tomorrow night, and then just really good. Got to say good day, thank you to Team Kambosos or Ferocious as well, because they've all been very welcoming as well. As I said yesterday, George was very cordial, very humble, very nice guy, and Maxi Hughes as well, I will say as well. But so thank you to Team Kambosos, who have been welcoming to all of us that have been over here to support him, and also a shout out to Joseph Goodall on the undercard as well. All the best to him. So that's it for now, and only the big fight to come tomorrow night. Okay, this is just a little bit of an unscheduled visit today. I'm actually at the Oklahoma City Museum and Tribute Centre. It's for the Oklahoma bombings that took place in 1995. So I just thought, I'm only about 30 minutes from Shawnee, so I thought I'd take the drive up here today and check it out. I know it might be a little bit morbid, but I really like visiting these types of places when I'm away, just to look a lot more into the story about what happened. Obviously a tragic event back in 95, whether it be ground zero or whatever it might be, I like to just, as I said, pay or learn more about it, pay my respects, and just a little bit more into the world we live in and some of the evil that makes up for it. So I'm going to go check it out now, and come along for Wow, that's all I can probably say about that. The Oklahoma City Bombing Museum and Tribute Centre, just amazing. I didn't really know a lot about the bombings. Obviously knew about Timothy McVeigh, and didn't really know about Terry Nichols, his accomplice. But 168 people killed, 700 people injured, 312 buildings damaged or destroyed, and this is not a big town or a big city, so that would have just absolutely devastated the landscape here and the people. And one thing that you'll notice about the people here in this part of the world, how friendly and united they are, to see them all come together in another national disaster, I suppose you call it. And of course 9/11 was 6 years later, but this was probably the first massive one of its kind in this country of its sort. Just walking through the it's like a garden with you'll see it with the I thought they were tombstones or tributes, but they're actually chairs, 168 chairs for all those that died. They've got the pool, they've got the two arches at the end, 901, 903, in between when the bombing actually happened. So yeah, very, very touching, and geez, they do it so well. I mean, it'd be great if we didn't have to have these tribute centres for these things not to happen, but just like the one in New York that I went to, Ground Zero, they do it so well in highlighting it and explaining it and tributing it, making the tribute to what happened. And yeah, as I said, it really is touching. So if you're in Oklahoma City at some stage, I know it's probably not high on a lot of people's travel wish list, but just a beautiful, beautiful city. Obviously the capital of the state, Oklahoma. And yeah, just a nice, clean, I think it's safe type of city. But either way, as I said, beautiful and a really nice place to visit. And if you do come here, make sure you check out the Tribute and Memorial Centre. So back to Shawnee now, and I'm not quite sure what we'll get up to tonight. Worst case, it might be a bit of a quiet one in preparation for the big day tomorrow, and yeah, for the fight. So yep, off to Shawnee, heading back and back into it. Okay, so as you can see behind me, the sun is going down, and I haven't really got much to do tonight. So there's a bar just next door to the hotel. It's about a 5-minute walk. It's called the Bricktown Brewery. So I'm going to go and check out what's going there, maybe get a bite to eat. Now, disclosure, I'm not a beer drinker, although I will have a beer every now and then, but not necessarily a beer drinker. But however, I'm here in Shawnee, and this is what they all do here. I'm going to go to the brewery and have a beer, maybe two, get an early night, and into the big day tomorrow. So let's check it out. Okay, that is an end to day number 3 here in Shawnee, and as you've seen there in the video, it's been a very busy sort of day. Of course, we had the weigh-in. Both teams I thought were just got a little bit spicy on their stage there. You would have seen George and Maxi Hughes with a little bit of go back and forth. Both teams though, during the rules meeting and the trying the gloves on, they were pretty cordial to each other, so that was good. But tomorrow night, of course, that's all going to change. And again, I'll say today, going across to Oklahoma City for the museum and tribute centre for the Oklahoma bombings, really a sight to see. So I'm really glad I did it. And then, of course, you've just seen then at the brewery. Got to say, that beer, holy shit, it was actually nice beer. It was house beer. I can't remember what it was, but it wasn't too bad. Needed 2 hands to lift it up, by the way. It was 16 ounces, which is 2 full beers. So, and for someone that's not a beer drinker, it was a pretty good effort to almost finish it off. And a few chicken wings to wash it down, which I can always make room for over here while I'm over here in America. I got to love the buffalo wings with blue cheese sauce. So, gonna have a bit of an early night and up and at 'em early in the morning. And I'm not sure what we'll do during the day, but I'll find something to do. And, of course, the big one tomorrow night. So until then, can't wait to see you for fight night. And thanks again for tuning in.